What's going on, y'all? Bigbo, back in the hizzy for shizzy. You feel me? Hope you like this episode we're about to give you. I love it. I like it. I think it's awesome. So I'm here to tell you about our sponsors real quick. Some of our best sponsors, some of the sponsors that we know you'll love, because we love them. The first one being the Harbor of Hope, our favorite sponsor. The Harbor of Hope is a foster company whose goal is to provide positive opportunities to all people it interacts with. Children should have the opportunity to heal and engage in meaningful activities within the community and their families. Harbor of Hope, Inc. strives to make a safe environment for families and children and will take advantage of positive opportunities to support permanency goals and the overall well-being of the agency's clients. Harbor of Hope provides child care services and treatment services to male and female children from birth through 17 and up to 22 if they meet specific eligibility criteria for continued stay in the foster care program. It is the agency's goal that foster families create strong working relationships with all members of the treatment team. With that approach in mind, Harbor of Hope intends to create an environment for children that promotes healing and healthy transition to permanency. They're just super good organization. Our mission with them is to help people become foster families, and that is our goal. That's why we teamed up with them, because we truly believe in it. And Jamie over at Harbor of Hope believes that first responders and teachers and doctors and lawyers, they all make the best foster families, not because of the money that they make or they potentially could make, but it's because of their structure and their lifestyle and their willingness to help other people. So if you want to find out more about them, you can go to theharboroofhope.org or you can go to streetwarriorradio.com, click on their link. You can also hear the episode with Jamie. You can also read their mission statement and their goals. So make sure you give them a help. Make sure you give them a look, and if you want to help them, you can donate to them on their website and give them a call, theharboroofhope.org. Also want to thank Top Notch Tactics. They just sent us a brand new mic, so we're going to start using that because they're awesome and they love us. Top Notch Tactics can handle all your security needs in the DFW area. Top Notch is because they actually do give you top-notch service. They are military-owned, veteran-owned, police officer-owned, so back the blue with them. If you need to get in contact with them, you can do so at info@streetwarriorradio.com. In the subject line, put Top Notch Tactics, and we can get you in touch with those people. Our final sponsor of the evening is Amazon. Go to our website, streetwarriorradio.com. Scroll down, find the Amazon click-through link, click it. It'll take you directly to your page. You do your Christmas shopping. We keep the podcast afloat. That easy. See how that is? The same. Helps us out. We help you, you help us. So those are our sponsors. I want to thank you for listening to this show. I think me and JC really get knee deep into it on this next episode. Bigbo out.
So this is Street Warrior Radio episode 028 with your host Bigbo and me, JC, and no guest today. But I want to take a moment to talk about episode 27 for a second and our interview with Bill Frady at Lock and Load Radio. Make sure you go check that out. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So let's do it.
But he doesn't love the person that's just like, you know what, Jesus, I'm sinning. I'm going to keep on doing it. I'm going to keep on keeping on, Jesus. That's not what he likes. So I don't know. Like the other day, I was like, hey, like, what do you think, like, us, marriage and blah, blah, blah? She was like, we're pretty much married now. So,
I don't know.
she was like, I don't understand, like, what, like, she was like, what, like, we're gonna put a ring. I mean, if you want to get me a ring, just go get me a ring. She's like, there's no real reason to get married. So, I mean, she's not pressuring me at all. Like, that's what's totally awesome. She's not like, when are we gonna get married? We're doing all this. She's just like, hey, if like we get married, we get married. If we don't, we're married anyway because we've been together almost fucking 3 years and we're co-parenting these fucking retarded children we have. So,
yeah,
there's that.
There is that.
So,
yeah, got
our own bank accounts, got a joint account.
Oh, so y'all still do the whole separate bank
but
accounts?
Equal? Yeah. Yeah, no, we do separate bank accounts. No, fuck that. We both learned our lesson. Fuck that.
You know what? There's some people make a big deal out of it. I don't know, but I kind of like the whole. You have a joint account for bills and all that kind of
That's
crap.
what we got.
And then like a savings for like stuff y'all want to do, and the individual accounts because
we actually have that set up. Like no shit, we have it set up like that.
But how the fuck? You know, when you go like completely joint, when everybody goes like everything.
I did that with my first marriage. We were like stupid joint, like everything. And dude, that shit took so much fucking time and energy to separate in the long end instead of just closing shit out. Like I had to fucking call her and be like, hey, so we need to close this account out.
I know.
USAA is gonna call you in a couple seconds. Tell him tell him you're a bitch. You know.
But I mean, when like you're in a relationship and you have, I mean, how you supposed to buy gifts for people or do things, special things or whatever because they can see everything.
Yeah, we both have Capital that's signed into both of us. That's linked to both of our individual accounts.
And Capital is not a sponsor.
Capital is not a sponsor. And then we both have our set it and leave it rule. So every week, every Sunday, $40 from both of us goes in that account.
That's a good idea.
We don't have a card to it. You have to fucking physically go into the app and transfer the money back into your account. And you have to tell it what account you want it to go in. We have a joint account for paying the mortgage and the cable and the electric.
Right.
And then we both have our own fucking individual accounts. And I found that I actually have more money this way. When me and my ex-wife were joint everything, I felt like we were always fucking broke. Because she would be like, oh, there's money in it. Swippity swipe, swippity swipe, swippity swipe, swippity swipe. We're broke. No, bitch, you're broke.
You know, back in
you fucking spent all my goddamn paycheck on what? Fucking trinkets?
Back in the day, instead of swipey swipe, it was write check.
Oh
check.
God,
checkbooks are the devil,
dude. Trust me.
If you have no self restraint,
checkbooks
are the devil.
You know why? Because you know that those motherfuckers ain't coming out for like 3 to 5 business days.
Exactly.
And then if you fucking go
you
somewhere,
can technically do the same thing without an actual checkbook by doing pay for my bank account.
Oh God, I refuse. I hate that. Like my fucking mortgage is set up like that, and that's why I have my fucking bill account.
That's how like all my stuff is.
And I'm just like, you that way. Fucking devil.
Well, I set it up that way because when I set up those accounts, when I suddenly became single and had to find somewhere, I didn't have. When I switched bank accounts and all that stuff, I didn't have a debit card. All I had was my routing number and my bank account number, so I had to set everything up ahead of time.
Yeah,
and that's all I had. And I haven't changed it.
Oh no, I learned. I had, so they're in Arizona before Chase bought them out. It was it's Bank One, is what it used to be called before Chase.
Oh yeah.
Before Chase bought them out, and that's like the first account I had. And then I went to the Army with that. Then I was like, dude, there's like no Bank One fucking ATMs anywhere.
Not, no.
How the fuck am I? I'm paying $5 for an ATM fee.
Yeah.
So one of my friends was like,
ridiculous.
dude, you gotta open a Bank of America account because they're everywhere. It's the Bank of America. So I opened that. Like, you'll get your debit card in a week.
Fuck Bank of America.
And I was like, okay, cool. So they gave me this little fucking those temporary checks.
Yeah.
Oh God. I was writing the shit out of them. I think it gave me like 20, and by the time I got my debit card, I had one left.
Wow.
And it was just all on stupid shit, like, oh, I'm going.
Of course it was.
I'm going to the PX. Oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna write a check for this liquor. I'm gonna write a check for cigarettes.
Were you growing up? Were you ever like taught about economics or anything?
I did.
How to balance a checkbook or anything like that? I had
economics, but our teacher in economics class was all about investing. So she taught us how to trade stocks.
But didn't teach you how to, like, budget.
She didn't teach us, like, that was, like, her way to teach us how to budget. Was
That's
like,
that's not
it's
budgeting.
really not. It's because, like, she would be like, okay, you got a fake $75,000, and here's the stocks, and now learn how to budget your money. And that's kind of how she taught us, and it was like, okay. And then, like, she showed us how debit cards and checks worked, but she didn't show us how to balance a checkbook, and she also didn't tell us that checks are not instant. So, like,
that's a problem.
that's a fucking problem.
Yeah. Well, it's a problem because if you're one of those people that, like, has never been taught any of that kind of stuff growing up, you don't understand the basics of personal finance or anything like that.
No, fuck no.
Boy, when you get all that stuff, you go, I got a car, I got a checkbook,
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's like what is actually in your account, the fact that that's connected to account, it feels like it's free money.
It does.
Right?
It honestly does. And especially how long it takes for it to come out.
Yes.
Because you're just like, I haven't spent any of that actual money.
Yeah, you check your balance and you're like,
it's still there.
I'll be all right.
I'll be good.
I'll be good.
I'll be good to go. How much was that check for? $300? How much I got in my account? $350? I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Good to go.
I can go write another $300 check.
I can go write another $300 check. No one will stop me. Fuck them. Yeah, so they didn't teach us that. And then, like, last night we were watching the...
Then you get a little postcard in the mail from the local DA's office. Hot check division.
Oh, my gosh. The worst.
Raise your hand if you ever gotten one of those. Me.
Mine was actually... I actually went and, like... it was a snafu on me and my ex-wife's part because I wrote a check to... I switched over momentarily to Navy Federal Credit Union. Mm-hmm. And same thing. Here's your temporary checks. And so I didn't have a debit card. Right. And I wrote a check for groceries, which I had the money in the account. Mm. What I didn't know was that my ex-wife wrote a check out of that account for something else. So then they were like, your grocery check bounced.
Yeah.
And I had to, like, as soon as I got that shit in the mail, I went up there. I was like, hey, look, I just got this account. I didn't know this check was written, blah, blah. And they were so cool with it. They were just like, hey, not a problem here. Just pay this, and this has never existed. I was like, oh, thank God. I was so scared then.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking horrible.
Oh, I would be too.
Fucking horrible.
Yep. I had to march my ass down to the local courthouse and walk up to the window, a little hot check division, and pay that.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah, and they were just like, they were like, thank you for showing up. They were so grateful that I went there because I guess so many fucking people don't.
Well, back in the day, for us anyway.
Back in the day.
When you had shit like that, because I don't think anybody even takes checks anymore. But
very few businesses.
On a personal level, people take checks, but like
I think one of the only few businesses that do are like your Targets, your Walmarts, people that can recoup that loss.
Well, yeah, I guess I did see somebody writing a check the other day.
Yeah, I've seen people write checks at Home Depot all the time, especially old ass people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes
Home
sense.
Depot and Lowe's and shit, they'll just write a check all day long.
Because that's what they're used to.
Yeah.
Right, but back in the day when you get those things, and if you had a situation you were into, you had a spouse or whatever, or you didn't coordinate with them, and then everybody's writing checks, and it's just like it's crazy.
I think when they gave it to me, it said like you had 14 days to come and see them and settle it, or it would turn into a Class C warrant and clean. That's how ours was. That's it was nice. Like you had 14 days to come and get with them because they're used to dealing with soldiers and they don't want to fucking hem them up.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. Shout out Bell County for that.
Good job, Bell County.
Shout out Bell County.
Yeah, Bell County.
I should have started working for Bell County. I had a friend that went to work for them, and he was like, they're hiring constables, and I was like, I want to be a street cop. I don't know, fuck constable. I don't even know what the shit. That dude came to the academy and he was boring.
I want to be a real cop.
I want to be a real cop. I want to be patrol. Now I'm like, gosh, I took that constable gig in Bell County.
Fucking living the life.
Living the fucking life.
Speaking of constables, I was at our local county jail the other day, and one of our friendly county constables was in there arresting somebody.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was weird in the first place.
Hey, they arrest people sometimes.
But this particular precinct, dude had like freaking all black Tahoe, slick top.
Was it 5? No, yeah, yep.
And freaking ghost graphics on it. I'm like, that is for a constable? Like, that's badass. Gets out. He's in freaking like the same pants you wear.
Yeah.
Just khaki.
Yeah.
And a 5'11" top, black, with freaking LBV.
It's the way to go, bro.
Rifle plates.
It's the way to go.
And drop leg. And I'm like,
Dude, I saw one of our
taser on the chest.
I saw one of our local agencies around here, and I didn't know that they let them dress like this. It's the city I currently live in. Their people he had a drop leg holster for his service weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He had like his taser on his outer vest, and he was just regular patrol. He came to one of the games I was working the other night, and I was like, he ain't SWAT
in the city
or nothing.
you currently live in?
Yes.
Because last time I saw those dudes was not too long ago.
That's what I said.
They were in standard.
Hey, he had
the
a
classic,
He had an outer vest, and he had his taser attached to it, but it was like our outer vest. It looked very similar to our outer vest.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't have police on the back, and he had his taser on it on the outside, and he had a fucking drop leg, and all he had on his fucking belt was cuffs and a baton.
Huh?
That's what I said.
That's strange.
And he looked amazing too. He looked like everything.
Yeah,
it
looks good.
Look like.
It looks good.
Well, I mean, and he was like that model cop too. He was in shape, blonde hair,
yeah, of course.
Good teeth,
right?
Late 30s.
Yeah,
he just looked amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even speak to him.
Everything we aren't.
Yeah, I didn't even speak to him because I wasn't on his level.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't even want him to know I'm here.
Didn't you make eye contact?
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't. He was there watching a game.
But I was tripped out because it was like this. There's this deputy constable, and he looks like.
Hey,
he looked like he's supposed to look.
You gotta be tacked out.
But he's safe.
That precinct has a lot of money, though.
Yeah, they're also kind of forward thinking when it comes to that stuff. But.
Yeah, I know. Bro, did you see the? I'm just going off. Did you see this shit in Dallas where that chick, that off-duty police officer, shot that dude in his house?
Yes.
Dude, it's all over the place.
I don't even know how that happened. I mean,
First of all, I read that with the evidence they have, they've already charged her with manslaughter.
Yeah, well, they put a warrant. Texas Rangers did. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? The whole fucking bullshit social media stuff tried to make it worse because they tried to say somebody circulated a photo of her, and there was some black dude in the photo. And they were saying that was him.
My family asked me about that yesterday. They were like, "I saw a photo online." I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "I don't think that they've put anything out." And she was like, "Well, they didn't say it was her."
Yeah, no, that's not.
I think what they did was they just found a photo of him with 3 hot white women and put that out and just like let people assume.
No, I think it's actually a photo of her.
Oh, they photoshopped her in there.
No, it's a photo of her, and there's some black dude in it.
So let people assume it's him, not let people assume it's her.
Right, exactly.
That's super fucked up.
Yeah, and that this was like a she.
I saw some
domestic
shit.
Deal.
I saw some shit on the news, and they were like, "We need to unarm off-duty police officers," and I was like, "What? Did you not listen to the Jared Reston episode? He was totally off duty."
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. You turn in your gun at the end of the shift.
Oh, like the army?
Yeah.
It's not clean. Changed my mind.
Yeah.
I saw a fucking meme like that. I started dying laughing. For all my army people out there with armors, you get it.
Man, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around.
Oh, me too, dude. I want to know. I want to.
Did she not put her key in the door?
Well, I heard they're like that apartment complex. What I saw in the news, they're like hotel keys. Like you get a key card for that apartment complex. So they were like, "There's no way she should have gained access to that apartment," but electronics do malfunction.
What if that's what it was?
But this is where I'm going. I don't give a fuck how tired or drunk I've been. I've never been like, wait a minute, this is my house.
I know people that have, though.
And some guy's sitting on the couch and he's like, this is my house. Why did you get pictures of your fucking family up so quick?
I mean,
I want to see everything before it comes out. I don't know what happened.
Nobody knows what happened.
Nobody knows what happened. I want to see the full report. And if the Texas Rangers are involved, some shit definitely went down.
Well, the only reason the Texas Rangers are involved is because the mayor and the chief of police, I believe, wanted an outside agency to do it.
Good. That's good.
So
that way they can be like, hey, look, wasn't no Mickey Flicky shit on our end.
Yeah. I
mean, at least they can say that. You don't know. You never know.
But it makes me wonder about the culture there because Dallas has always handled their own.
Well, not only that, but what is it, the last 2 years, they've really been going through a lot of fuckery in that department.
Yeah, I know. Well,
there was the dude who was fucking prostitutes.
Yeah.
There was the gambling ring.
Yes.
And now we have this.
Yeah.
There's some shit going on in that PD.
Well, there has been for a long time.
They wouldn't fucking hire Bigbo. Go fuck yourselves, Dallas PD.
I mean, there has been.
I'm a good person inside.
They don't want that.
No, I
Clearly-
didn't look like them.
Clearly from the news.
I didn't look. So, you see your friend stealing money from a hooker. What do? You turn him in. Please leave. You're no longer. This interview's over. Stupid. God damn it. Where is the back the blue line? Sir, that's wrong. Your buddy gets a prostitute in the back of his car, and they go down an alley. What do?
If your answer's not join them,
You're
get
out.
the fuck out of this
Get
room.
the fuck out of this room.
No, you know what, though? There's a lot of great people at Dallas PD.
No, fuck yeah, there is.
I think they just have a culture
It's
problem.
just like we talked about on the last episode. Dude, there's dirty everything. It's not just...
Well, in a
And
department,
it just sucks because the spotlight's on us.
Yeah.
I mean, no one fucking... There was a rapper that just died, and he fucking died on an overdose of goddamn...
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller. He died on an overdose of hydrocodone cough syrup. Breaking news, people. You just can't buy that shit on the street. You have to have a prescription to get that. So there's a shitty doctor somewhere who's writing Mac Miller 10 prescriptions a week for this shit. No one's fucking talking about him. There's shitty everything in life.
Oh yeah, of course. There's a doctor right now
Oh.
in our area.
Oh, yes.
If you want to go get steroids,
Yep.
just because
Just because.
he'll write you scripts.
He'll make the blood work look like it. He'll make it look... Dude, there's shitty everything, people. It's just that the spotlight's on us. That's it. That's all it comes down to.
It's a high profile job.
It is, man. It really is. It's just like if a lawyer does something dirty or a judge, that's automatically in the news.
Oh yeah.
Automatic.
For sure.
They fabricated the evidence on that suspect. Oh my God. There's going to be a Netflix special on it.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Elon Musk.
Fuck Elon Musk.
He's pro police.
Is he?
Yeah.
Shout out Elon Musk.
Loves cops.
Even though he didn't put a Tesla into space. I'm surprised. I can't believe he was just smoking it up on Joe Rogan's podcast.
What was funny is like, did you?
I have not seen it. I've only
Okay.
seen the memes and read about it.
So, Rogan asked him. He's like, he kind of peer pressures him into it, right? And he's like, here, try it. I'll try it. You know. So he does, and he's like, how often do you smoke weed? And he's like, almost never. And then he had friends texting him because they Rogan broadcasted stuff live.
Uh-huh.
Had friends texting him like, "What the fuck are you doing smoking weed? What are you doing right now?" Because he's got all these investors and all these people,
no,
and
heck
it's a bad look.
That's what I said.
Yeah, and it's funny. It was funny.
You're a million.
I tell you what,
you're a billionaire.
he dropped some deep shit
What did he say
on
What
that
was he talking
episode.
about?
Oh my god, he went into like they started talking about AI,
Mm-hmm.
and it got like apocalyptic. Like
No way.
Yes, like in
Well, he is like totally against AI.
well he's kind of changed his stance a little bit,
Oh, has he?
but only in a if you can't beat him, join him mentality. So
Oh, wow.
he's like, okay, this is going to happen, right? No
Yeah.
matter what's going to happen, we need to control it before it becomes uncontrollable.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's never gonna happen.
he's taken what he described as a fatalistic approach to the future because of
Wow.
that. But he brings up some solid points. But when Rogan would ask him a question about it, there'd be like this pause, like this dead air for a second, and then he'd like, well, and like it's all dark and shit, and just
oh my God, I gotta go watch
and
this.
even Rogan at one point was like, this is like scene out of a movie. Like the way you're answering, it's just like, wow.
God, that's
But-
so funny.
And he went into a whole bunch of
Do
other
you
shit.
think that AI could do our job? Do you think that there's futuristic movies like you always say, like Judge Dredd, and there's a game called Detroit, where it's just like what's that other one? Equinox, where they're fake people. Oh, then we got like Blade Runner. Equinox had Christian Bale and
Oh, you're talking Equilibrium.
Equilibrium. Sorry,
Great,
Yeah.
great underrated movie.
Super great.
I
Underrated
can't believe that movie didn't. It was like
and it was
straight to
so
DVD
action
shit.
packed.
There's some cool fight scenes in there.
Yeah, there's some really good. It was like, I think it was because it was in that Matrix era of movies
Yeah.
that it didn't take off because everyone's like, it's just a fake ass Matrix, but it really wasn't. It had nothing
No.
to do with that.
At all.
It was totally its own story. But do you think they could do this job? Robots, phase us out.
Yes.
They won't make mistakes
Of course they'll make mistakes. You know why they'll make mistakes?
because the human element's out of it,
Well, I mean, it's not about mistakes. They'll make decisions that
based off an algorithm.
right, based off of its understanding. But you're lacking intuition. You're lacking free will. You're lacking.
Well, not only that, like, okay, so like with us, bad guy has knife, you pull out gun. Stop. Let's talk about this, blah, blah, blah. Bad guy pulls out gun on AI. Shoots him. He had a knife.
and somehow everybody will be okay with that.
Somehow. Yeah,
it's
somehow.
a robot.
Because it's a robot.
It's a robot.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, you'll have your people that are fucking like, these robots need to be off the streets. We need real humans back out there.
Oh, I can't wait for the protests and stuff about these robots' rights. And
oh, yes.
they're people too.
No, they're not.
And blah, blah, blah.
Oh, especially like, when people start just going to town having sex on these things. People are going to be like, you just can't. She doesn't want it. You programmed her for that. She didn't get, how can a robot give consent?
When you program a robot to submit to your sexual desire, that's essentially a date rape drug.
That's a date rape drug.
Essentially.
So what you've done is you've programmed her to do anal and she doesn't want it.
Right.
That's sodomy.
Yeah. She has rights.
She has rights. She's a real robot.
Yeah. She has feelings. No,
she has
bitch,
feelings.
she doesn't.
Let's ask her.
Fucking robot.
Let's ask her. Siri, how did you feel about that rape?
I enjoyed it.
I thoroughly enjoyed whatever
my master wants.
See, she's totally brainwashed. She's
so she's a slave.
She's a slave.
She's a slave.
I can't believe this. What does humanity come to? And then that fucking lady will have some fucking big man dingo robot.
And then
stashed away in her closet.
Hypocritical.
Oh, hypocritical.
And then all those people that protest all that stuff, and then when eventually they get their way, and then the robots become sentient, the AI becomes sentient, and then they murder everyone.
So
she's gonna be like, why?
So there's a Matrix movie in between the Matrix 1 and the Matrix, or is it what? There's one in between 2 and 3, and it's animated.
Oh, okay.
It's just animated.
Yeah.
But there's a movie in between that. And it kind of talks about a lot of different stuff that they don't cover in the movies. And that's exactly what happened. Was they created these robots and they were super awesome, but then people were like, they deserve rights and da-da-da-da-da, and they can be like, it was almost like the gays. Almost. It was just like, they shouldn't be able to get married. They're not human. They don't have rights and blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, go fuck that. We're going to destroy them. So then that's how the war started between, because the robots were like, no, we do deserve it. Because they could self-program themselves. And they were like, no, we do deserve rights. We're free thinking. And they were like, no, we fucking created you. You're not free thinking. We created you to think you're free thinking.
Have you seen the new humanoid robot?
Yeah. The little Asian one?
No, this is like straight up like fucking T-800 Terminator thing.
No way.
You haven't seen this?
No.
Oh, you need to come over here.
Hold on, I'll look it up right here. I got my phone.
It's walking in a parking lot.
What's it called?
Let's see if I can find it. It's insane.
What is
the movement on this thing? I'm pretty sure it's Boston Dynamics.
All right. Boston.
Because they're the ones making all those evil robots. The robot wars are coming.
What's super funny is, oh yeah, they're the ones that make that shit that can like run as fast as a cheetah and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen their new one. Oh, here it is, walking in the park, getting some air. Atlas is what it's under.
Watch the way it moves.
Yeah, get out of here. Oh. So this thing is actually jogging in the park. It's behind some houses. It's like really running through the grass. It's a little choppy, but...
Oh, no. That's not even the one I'm talking about.
Is this the one you're talking about?
No.
No?
No, hold on.
Oh, there's one that's smoother than this.
Yes. See if I can find it.
Oh, he just jumped over a log, people. He's legit. Doesn't Google owns this company?
Here it is.
Google owns that company.
Fucking ads. Fucking YouTube. Yeah, you gotta come over here and see this.
Oh yeah, I saw this on. Yeah, I saw this on World Star the other day. They don't know if it's real.
That ain't no person.
You don't know that. Looks like a skinny black man to me. Yeah, I saw this the other day.
If they're like that, bro.
Yeah, there's no way.
And there's no telling what AI has been developed that we don't even know about.
Yeah, that we don't even know about.
Or how far it actually. But he was talking about, Elon Musk was talking about how, like, essentially the internet has become a basic symbiotic cyborg.
Yeah.
Because You have all the automated AIs or the reactive AIs in Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and how like these things cater because you're. And what the thing you brought up that was the scariest was the fact that human beings are projecting themselves onto the internet because people post everything on the internet, their fears, their desires, their likes, and this algorithm is absorbing all of this information.
Yep.
So,
like when you go on Pornhub and you're like extra long midgets.
Right. Or like you put on that you're scared of, spiders or whatever.
How to not be afraid of cockroaches.
Right. And all these little Google searches and these things like that. And then when he's saying when this stuff becomes sentient at some point,
cockroaches, oh God.
It's going to know all this stuff about all these different human idiosyncrasies. And it's going to know how to exploit us.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
And then does it decide if we're useful or not to it?
Well, we're not.
And then what happens?
We're dead. So, like, real quick, 2 points. One, when I was in the military, you just sit around and you talk, and just very much like we do. And one of my friends, like, we were talking about, who do you think is, like, the biggest supervillain in all of comics and movies? And, like, you got, there's the Joker, it's whoever. And one of my friends was like, it's Skynet. And I was like, come on, Big Rob, calm down. And he was like, no, I'm serious, it's Skynet. And at first I didn't understand it. And then, like, start thinking about it, because that's all you have time to do. I was like, yo, you're right. Skynet is legit the biggest bad guy because it can actually happen. Yeah. There's nobody that's going to, there's no
it's
real
happening
Joker.
Right now.
Yeah. And then, too, like, everybody writes these memes and we all think it's funny. It's like, God damn it, I don't have any more plastic forks in my house. And then you open your phone up and they're like, looking for plastic forks? Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, oh, shout out to the FBI guy in my home. Nope. That's that goddamn phone listening to you and being like, I can help you. Here, there's what I found on Amazon.
There's been a couple times where I've opened up the internet and the ads have been catering to something that I was literally talking about.
Yes, me too.
Like a few minutes before.
Yes, and it's so weird and creepy. And then like think about all that. Those are the ones you've recognized. Think about all the ones you haven't recognized.
Yep.
Like even with my Instagram, my social media, there's been times where I've been like, I really need some new boots. And then, like, all the fucking ads on my Instagram feed are, like, Victos or Smith & Wesson Boot Company.
Yep.
And I'm like, I haven't even searched for it yet. Calm down, phone.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Well, he was talking something about Instagram and how Instagram, the algorithms on Instagram are, like, and this I'm paraphrasing. I don't think he used the exact words, but basically how the algorithms and how Instagram studies things through pictures is the most dangerous out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah. Because people are putting out images of their everything.
Yeah.
And it's reading all
just
this,
images.
it's storing all this.
Yeah, it's just images.
But it's seeing all this, it's storing it, it's analyzing it.
But what I don't think that it'll ever get is our humor. I don't think it'll ever get what we find funny.
It won't have to.
I think that's how we'll know.
It won't have to.
I think that's how I'll know. Like, if I show up one day and I'm just like, hey, JC, blah, 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 insert Bigbo stupid joke here. And you're just like, let's record. I'll be like, that's it.
It's been replaced.
He's been replaced.
Yeah.
He's been replaced. He doesn't even want to hear why beef is bad for you. He just agreed with me.
Wow, beef is not bad for you.
It is bad for you.
It is not bad for you.
Your
I'm not
body
getting into
can't
this conversation.
process red meat.
Yes, it can. Red meat is essential. It's essential.
There's other ways to get vitamin A and vitamin D in your
God,
body.
You're gonna go vegan.
I'm not gonna go vegan. I just I wish that my family ate seafood because I would totally go pescatarian. Wow. That's what it's called, right? When you just eat seafood, pescatarian.
I don't know. I thought that was religion.
No, that's Presbyterian.
I know.
Let's see. All seafood diet. What are those people called? I only eat seafood.
Which is actually not good for you.
It actually is.
Not if you only eat seafood.
Yeah, it's pescatarian. Pescetarian.
Yeah, doesn't sound good.
Pescatarian. There it is. Do pescatarians eat eggs? Yep.
Dude, red meat is an essential source of protein. It helps with muscle building.
Turkey.
It doesn't do the same stuff.
It does do the same thing. Mushrooms. Red meat's bad for you.
It is not.
So let me hear about your intermittent fasting. How's that going?
What
is yours like?
What is mine like?
Yeah, what is yours like?
So mine is basically intermittent. So,
But like, what are your hours?
So like my goal right now is once a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'll eventually increase to twice a week, but basically where I either do a 24-hour or a 16-hour.
Wow, you do a whole 24-hour fast?
Mm-hmm.
Holy snap! I hope that's not days you go on patrol.
No,
you'd be done.
No, you gotta have some. You gotta have some fuel for that. But
yeah.
But no, I've cut out energy drinks.
Good job.
Completely.
Thank God.
I do miss my Bang energy drinks, but
they didn't sponsor us, so whatever.
I mean, the point of it is.
Did you get that email I sent you?
Yes.
Where they said that they even admitted that they were no good?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Hey, Bang is dangerous. From Bang.
Kind of. So the point of it is you have to use it properly. You have to use it the way that it's designed to be used, right?
Yep.
So it's essentially designed to be a pre-workout.
Yeah.
Right.
Very much like when we used to drink speed shots.
Yeah, that's
and
what
go play basketball.
That's what it's for.
We used to feel great.
Yeah, exactly. You have energy, and then you get it out of your system, and you're good.
Yep.
If you're not using it for what it's designed for, which none of us do,
no,
right? Because, and like what
April.
William April was saying, we're always like trying to feed that next something or whatever. It's true. I mean, you work in jobs like this or shift work or whatever, and you end up drinking 2 or 3 energy drinks a day, which is not good for you at all because you end up building up caffeine tolerances.
But not only that, you're not expending that energy. And I told you
large amounts a day.
Yeah, my biggest problem when I first read Bang, and I was like, I'll drink a can. And I was like looking at the can, and it was just how much creatine they put in it. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, even when I played sports in high school, I didn't consume this much creatine in a day.
It's designed as a supplement drink.
I think it's designed for people that want to get just straight jacked. Because
I don't know. I really think it's, from what I understand, and
you're no doctor.
Bang CEO, bangenergy.ceo at Instagram.
Yeah.
Correct us. Yeah. With your sponsorship.
What's your sponsorship?
But we're not now because Bigbo said your fucking shit's dangerous. But anyway,
it is.
It's people use that stuff out of what is straight up energy drinks like your Monsters and your Red Bulls and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that stuff's designed to be consumed to give you a pickup.
It's like
right?
a cup of coffee.
Sure, with just a shit ton of sugar in it. But what you like, Bang was designed, I really think, because that's what they make, is that they're a supplement company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think it's designed to be a pre-workout or something to drink as a meal supplement during the daytime.
Possibly.
But not to be drinking like 15 times a day and all that stuff.
But see, and this is where that company is, and whatever, we can say they're bashing them, but this is where they trick people with their ads. Like, you have these smoking hot bikini girls on the beach.
Some of them are pretty hot.
Drinking this stuff, walking around like it's just a can of juice. And it's like...
Yeah. and it's not.
And it's not. That's not what it's for. It's just like when we were kids and they used to have the Newport and Cool commercials, and people are shooting pool, and I remember these commercials as kids, and they're just like Newports, and you're just like, oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah,
everyone looks like they're having such a great time.
Right. Or you got the fucking cowboy in Montana with the Marlboros.
Yeah, or Joe Camel, who's a cartoon character,
right? And
he's just like, you wanna cool? Yeah. Fuck yeah, Joe Camel.
It's all the same. But
it's all the same.
But I don't know. I cut it all out. And actually, the first day, I really think I went through some caffeine withdrawals.
Oh,
yeah. I've cut out almost all caffeine, right?
Yeah.
I did have a little bit of soda or Sprite.
Dude, I have to have Diet Coke or Diet Dr. Pepper.
I did have a Diet Coke yesterday.
So good once it hits your lips.
I'm not gonna lie, it felt good.
So good.
It felt good. It tasted great too.
It does.
After not having it for a little bit, God, it tasted good. But
you had a euphoric feel come over your body.
A little bit, yeah. It was a little exciting. But I had at the movies yesterday. But yeah. So, but yeah, I've incorporated fasting into basically a almost no carb diet.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
You can. Some people call it keto diet.
I will say you're looking a little trimmer.
I feel like I'm a little lighter. If that makes any sense, I don't know.
No, it does. It totally makes sense. They say that all the time at doctors. Do you feel lighter? Do you feel healthier?
Yeah, I do. After a couple of days now, I do feel a lot better. Like I'm not, like when I woke up yesterday, for instance, like I felt, you know, of course I'm tired and stuff because I woke up, but I got into the day quicker, you know, without. And I didn't feel like I was like, oh, I gotta have my energy drink to wake up because I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
Love the smell, hate the taste.
God, I love the taste.
But
see, and I've actually started drinking my coffee black. No cream, no sugar.
When I drank coffee, because I used to drink coffee quite a bit.
And I hate it. But I have found this Starbucks toffee nut that has 5 calories, 1 carb.
I just don't like Starbucks.
I love that toffee nut. It smells so good.
Like they have one thing I like.
What is it?
It's
pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah. Fucking love those.
White
they're
people
so
love,
good.
White people
God,
love pumpkin spice lattes.
They're good.
There's a fucking... Jesus. My girlfriend's into fucking all this fall shit.
I think that's a woman thing. I think it's a woman thing.
I hate it.
I could give a shit about fall. I like winter.
She did try on a bunch of sexy ass Halloween costumes though yesterday for me.
Well, that's nice.
She's doing that what do they call it? Amazon wardrobe.
Mm.
And she got some
that's why they send you stuff and you're ready.
Yeah,
right?
And she was just like, I want some Halloween costumes. And they sent her like 20 Halloween costumes.
Damn.
She was like trying them on. I was like, oh, that's hot. Oh yeah, go with that one. She was like, we can't do anything in these because we haven't bought them. Can't stain them up. Can't rip them off me.
Can't stain them. Oh God, I'm glad children don't listen to this.
I'm a horrible person.
Yeah.
Well, there's a sexy witch, and she looked really smoking. I was like, what are you doing later? She was like, taking a shower. Get out of here. Pervert. It's a Halloween costume. Calm down.
Yeah, so...
You sadist.
I've gone to basically cut out bread, pastas, things like that, and I'm doing basically proteins.
Yeah.
And greens.
No beef.
Good job. I'm eating steak.
Yeah, I try to intermittent fast. I try to do it Monday through Friday when I work the school.
Yeah.
So I try, no breakfast. It's like my last meal is at 8 p.m. I don't eat anything after 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then I won't eat again until noon.
Yeah.
And so like I try to do that, and I've kind of done it this week, but then like on the weekends, I'll eat like a damn pig.
Yeah,
and it's just hard because like it's easy when I'm in the school.
Yeah, well, it's easier when you're at work.
Yeah,
right?
Because you don't have to. There's no family.
Right, or you're busy enough to where.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't have
this
those.
Week I've been swamped.
Yeah.
God, it's been horrible this week.
But like when you get home and nobody else is on the same page as you.
Nope. And they don't care.
It makes it very hard to do that.
And just like whatever.
And you don't want to be like, well, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't.
But what I have decided I'm going to start doing is like when we go out, I'm going to eat just fish, no grilled shrimp, no. Hey, just let me get the salmon and veggies. Because every restaurant in the world has that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and you're okay with because they're going to cook it in oils and butters and things like that, and that's fine. Yeah. Those things are fine.
Exactly.
Because you want those good fats, those healthy fats for you.
Yeah, especially when you're eating like stuff like salmon.
Yeah.
It's really good for you.
Salmon.
Yeah, that's right. Salmon is a color. You're right. I just learned that this week. Someone corrected me on that, and I was like, "Isn't it? It's how it's written on the package. It says salmon." And they're like, "Yeah, they're like the L silent." And I'm like, "That's stupid. Then my last name would be like because there's no fucking L in front of it." But they're like, "No. Look, think of it this way: salmon is a color, salmon is the fish." And I was like, that makes more sense to me.
Sure.
That makes way more sense to me.
Why not?
Why not? Just like I got on some kid this week. I was like, where are you going? I'm going to the library. And I was like, oh, God. Sweetheart, come here. I was like, what are your grades like? I'm a straight A student. I was like, well,
that's impossible.
I was like, I wouldn't know that.
That's impossible.
Because you said library. I was like, there's no berries in there. They're not lying around, are they?
Nope. And
she didn't get it. And I was like, it's library. I was like, there's a B before the ara. And
she just stared at you like you're an alien.
No, she kind of like was like I saw her like kind of spell it out in her head, and then she said it and like slowly, and she was like,
holy shit,
you're right. But like it's only because I was corrected on that when I started working in the school by the old SR. I was like, oh, let's go to the library. He was like, library? Come on, bro, you're gonna be working in the school. Sound educated. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. Excuse me. Excuse the fuck out of me.
Excuse me, Mr. Smart Man.
I thought the B was silent. Motherfuckers. Cowboys game tonight or today.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have cable.
NFL kicks off. Don't you have like a Roku or something? You got Wi-Fi. You got an Amazon stick. You got something where you're getting illegal television.
Whoa, no, I'm not. I don't
sure?
stream live television.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Wow.
I do not stream live television.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have Netflix?
I do.
Wow. Do you watch Orange is the New Black?
No.
You should.
I'm not interested in that show.
Watch the first season. Watch the first episode.
I want to.
Watch the first episode. No, Orange is the New Black. Do you remember Oz?
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black is just female Oz. That's it. If you liked Oz, you'll like Orange is the New Black.
But isn't Orange like kind of also a comedy a little bit?
Just a little. I mean, it's a what do they call them? Like a comedy drama series. I mean, there's some good stuff in there. I mean, it's not all comedy all the time.
Yeah.
There's like some stuff in there. I'm telling you, it's just a female version of Oz. It's like Oz meets Seinfeld or something.
So there's females raping each other and stuff?
Yes.
Wow.
Not violently though.
Oh, of course not.
Not
Because females don't rape each other.
No, not violently. It's
No.
more passionate.
Mm.
On the show, not in real life. Well, calm down. Calm down.
Because in Oz, it was straight up violent. Fucking.
That dude. What is it? The first or second episode where that dude gets raped by the Nazi.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming. I was like,
the one that
15 when I first saw that.
The
season.
one that blew me away. The episode that blew me away was the spoon episode.
I don't remember this one.
Where the bitch would have to bend over, and his cellmate would take a spoon and stretch him out. Yeah. Oh, and it was.
I've never seen that episode.
Oh my god, that show was insane. That show.
I couldn't believe that show was on TV.
Well, it was on HBO for a reason. But even then, it pushed boundaries.
It's a lot.
Yeah, because there was a lot. There's a lot
of homoerotica in that.
Oh yeah.
It did push the boundaries of rape and murder.
Yes,
a lot.
Big time.
Drug use.
Yes.
I remember the big African guy.
Yeah.
The dude from SVU was in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I.
He played the most psychotic. That dude was.
Remember, he was supposed to go in there undercover at first, and then he ended up committing crimes, and he ended up just being in there.
Well, his character, in the real world, murdered all of his wives. He had like 3 wives, and he murdered all of them.
Oh, jeez.
And it shows, they show the little cutback flashback scenes or whatever, and like one of them was like, I think they were all like real big women.
Oh.
And it shows one. It of course shows some of the sex scenes with that, and then then he's inside and he's fucking all these dudes. He was his character was psychotic.
He turned that dude who got originally anally raped by the Nazi crazy. Well, that dude
made
crazy.
him fall in love with him.
Yeah.
Like he just fucked with him big time.
So
that
crazy.
whole show is insane.
Oh God, that show is nuts.
Yeah,
that's why I couldn't go to jail.
No,
I couldn't do jail.
No.
Couldn't do it. Fuck no, there's no way.
No,
because the first time walking there, I'd be like, "Ain't nobody gonna Oz my booty hole." What are you talking about, sir?
Well, I think you go into protective custody.
I would hope. I'm not going to protective nothing. I'm killing myself.
I'll tell you what.
I'm not doing jail.
If that's
especially because I know if I end up going to jail, it's going to be for something that I didn't do. So I'm not going to jail for something I didn't do.
Yeah, it's going to be shootout with the cops.
I'm going to get pinned out. Don't say that.
I'm shooting my way out of here.
It's going to be like that. Did you ever see God, what's the damn movie I was super in love with? It's got Gerard Butler in it. It's a bank robbery movie. Just came out.
Oh, Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves. Did you see it yet?
Yeah.
Where the dude where he's like, I ain't going back. He just has the empty He has the empty magazine, empty gun. He just points it at him.
Yep.
Told you I wasn't going back.
That movie was good.
That's a great movie. Great movie.
So what are you doing on your diet?
It's the same thing. I try to do intermittent fasting, Monday through Friday. Like I said, last meal's at 8 at night, and then I won't eat again till like noon, 1 o'clock. And then I just try to eat something healthy. Like it'll be like chicken and veggies, or turkey burger and veggies, or pork chop and veggies, like white meats.
Yeah.
Because I don't try to mess with red meats. And then like it really is on the weekends where I do really bad, because my family wants to go like Friday night, let's go out and get some Saturday, let's go out and get something to eat. Sunday, what are we making? So like I've tried to curb my family's like lifestyle. Like I won't buy red meat for the house. Mm-hmm. So if they cook, they have to use like ground turkey or ground chicken.
Right. And
they're like complaining about it, but I'm like, we'll go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You know,
it's here.
Whatever. You know, and they're like, they'll, more beans, for that kind of protein, and if I want some starches, it's like, I bought brown rice instead of white rice because I want the more complex carb.
Yeah.
And I bought sweet potatoes yesterday. I don't even like sweet potatoes, but I bought sweet potatoes yesterday in case they want something with potatoes.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to curb the way they eat.
Sure.
So it's healthier for me. And like I said, like the thing that's the worst for me is like I have no self-control, and that's why I'm fat. Is when we go to restaurants.
Yeah. Because
I'm like, I want to try this. I want to look at this on the menu. Like, so from now on, I'm just going to psychologically tell myself there is no menu. I just want salmon.
Yeah.
Like, I want salmon and grilled veggies. That's it. I'm not even going to look at the menu.
Yeah.
Like, and yesterday I was a little upset when we went to Alamo Draft House. I'm not a big vegan person. Mm-hmm. I don't like vegan meals. And, like, that was the only healthy option they had was, like, vegan stuff. So I just, like, I got their Royale with cheese with no bun. But their fries were still spectacular.
A Royale with cheese is a fucking quarter pounder.
That's it. It's quarter pounder. But that's what it is in their menu. It's a Royale with cheese.
But was it a vegan one?
No, it was a real one. All yeah, right. No. And, so, like, but so that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't have, like, I wanted to eat, like, a fish product. The only fish product they had was fish and chips. And I was like, I don't feel like eating.
You don't like the French fries?
No, I mean, I did eat the French fries when it came with the Royale. But I was like, I don't feel like eating beer battered fish right now. I don't want a fish stick.
Yeah.
So, and then I've been trying to do like a lot of stuff for my brain health, trying to eat way more berries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries.
Good for your colon health, too.
Good for your colon health. Get the fiber in there.
You don't want to overdo it on the berries, though, because it's a lot of sugar.
It is a lot of sugar. So, like, what I'll do is I'll have, like, literally, like, maybe a handful of blueberries.
Yeah.
And, like, 2 or 3 blackberries and 2 or 3 strawberries. And I'll put them into, like, some sort of smoothie or something like that.
Right. Just
ice and some low-fat milk. Blend that up. Drink that. Get some good vitamin D in me. That's what I try to do.
Sounds good.
It's working. Like, I feel healthier.
Yeah.
I do feel healthier.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it starts. And then started doing Camp Gladiator.
Yeah.
They came to the school that I work at, and they were trying to sign up teachers, and the dude kind of hooked me up because they're doing their 10 for 10 this.
Or it's $10 or whatever.
It's $10. It's their anniversary, but he kind of gave it to me for free.
Oh.
Because I was a cop.
That's nice.
That was nice of him. So I've been going to that, and I kind of like it. It's some good PT, like some of the stuff I did in the military. So
there's a lot of calisthenics, and it's kind of CrossFit-y a little bit.
Not CrossFit-y at all, actually.
Oh, I thought it kind of was.
Nope, it's not CrossFit-y at all. It's a lot of just your own body weight. Sometimes you use weights or a sandbag, and like the sandbag is just like just add it like for cleans. Like we're gonna do cleans with these, and all you're gonna do is it's like a 10-pound sandbag.
Yeah.
And you go down, you clean it and jerk it or whatever. Or, we're going to do front squats and just hold the bag.
Right.
And then it's a lot of lunges, it's a lot of sprints, and it's a lot of jogging. And they do burpees a bunch. Oh. So it's just you and your body weight.
Burpees are legit.
Straight up legit.
Yeah.
Like I went and it was just me and this lady one day, and so like, he's still doing the workout like there's 100 people there. And I was like, oh, God, there's no rest in between this. He's like, we're almost done. We're going to do 2 more exercises, 4 reps, and then 5 reps, and then we're done. And I was like, yes. All right, go. 4 reps of burpees. I was like, oh, no. No. Are we going to do 5 burpees next? If we are, I'm out. I'm out. And then, like, I realized how fat and out of shape I was.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you're supposed to, like, bounce back for the burpee, like, my thighs are all out and my legs are all whoppy-jawed. And I'm like, I'm going to end up blowing a fucking knee. I'm not going to do these this way because I can't anymore.
So that moment where you actually realize how fat you are?
It's when I was doing a burpee.
And then it pisses you off?
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Because I used to be able to, you get out into the burpee, you do your push-up, and then you're supposed to bring your legs back into your chest.
Yeah.
Well, like, mine were out because I couldn't anymore because, I have a gut now. And then it's just like, I'm out of shape. And it was just like I couldn't bring my legs back into that. So instead of doing the full motion like I would get down, and then I would kick my legs back and forth so I could get that rep, and then I would do the push-ups, and then I would just do rocket jumps.
Yeah.
So I kind of broke them down but still got the same same body movements, just in different pieces.
See, I looked into modified burpee. Like there's
That's
a
what I did.
modified
I did the
burpee.
modified burpee.
See, because I can't, with the way my back is fucked up.
Yeah.
I can't do the jumping. Like, because when I come down,
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
putting additional
Pressure on your
that
spine.
pressure that's coming down on my spine is fucking murder.
Yeah.
So there's one I found where instead of the jump, you do 2 squats.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah,
That's,
so
that's legit.
Yeah, so you do you go down, you do the push up, you stand back up, and you do 2 squats.
Okay, yeah,
You
that's
go
cool.
back, and it's just another it still builds you're still building leg and you know,
Yeah,
all
you're
that
still
strength.
doing the same. You're still
You're
doing
not-
the same
but
motion.
you're not just doing the jump thing.
Yeah.
I just can't because like it literally like
Oh yeah.
it just comes down. Now maybe as I get lighter,
Yeah.
I might be able to pull that off, or as my back gets stronger,
Yep.
right? As my core develops more, I might be able to do that. But it kills me.
Well, and also what I like too about the Camp Gladiator, and they're not a sponsor, it's just something I liked, is they're not like I've been to a personal trainer before. I've been to a really, really good one and a really, really crappy one.
Yeah.
And I've been to the crappy one where they're like, you can do it, push your body, just keep doing it. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. But like they're like, hey, do what your body tells you can do, bro.
Right.
If your body tells you can't do the full burpee,
Yeah,
hey.
and a good trainer's gonna
and the dude's a really good trainer.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, dude, I totally get it. You know,
Yeah.
if you can't do everything I'm asking you to do what you can do. And
Yeah,
I'm like, that's
you
totally-
actually have to listen to your body.
Oh yeah,
'Cause-
I'm not 20 anymore.
Well,
I
as
can
soon
tell
as
my
you
body
don't-
to shut up.
As soon as you don't, you're gonna get hurt.
Oh yeah,
But having a good trainer that recognizes that and is like, hey,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, or has an alternative for you to do
yeah.
that, has generally the same results. That's perfect.
Yeah, and what this camp is more geared to is what I've noticed is like your working single mom or like your stay-at-home mom
Right.
who's kind of lost it a little bit, who's
Yeah.
gotten out of shape and who's trying to be healthier or whatever so she
Sure.
can go out there and play ball with her kids.
Right.
Because it's mostly women that are there.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed. Like, yeah, there's a couple of dudes, but it's mostly women.
I think it caters more towards that.
I think
that
that's
side
what
of the
that's
house,
what
yeah.
I see. It's more of a lot of women who have jobs where they're in an office all day.
Yeah.
Are a lot of women who they're doing the stay-at-home mom thing and they're raising a family
Right.
because it's super early in the morning. So yeah, I can leave the kid asleep with dad
Mhm.
or whatever, and then I can go do this. But I might not have time for the gym all the time.
Right.
So, and that's really good for me. Shoot, that's where I'm at physically in life. Horrible fat loser.
So I'm looking at. I've never really messed with them too much, but I'm looking at kettlebells.
Oh yeah, kettlebells are legit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear.
like super.
I see
had
all
a
these people
trainer
doing
that
them.
was.
Yeah.
She
and-
was in love with them. I have like 3 or 4 kettlebells at the house.
Yeah.
They're awesome. They're good for sumo squats, snatch and clean, and then like there's one she used to have me do where like you get down in a squat
Mhm.
and then like how you crisscross a basketball,
Mhm.
like she would have me do. It's like a figure 8.
Oh yeah. Right.
in
yeah,
between
around
you're
your
like,
legs,
oh my god, I used to burn so bad.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, you got to figure 8 at 50 times. And I'd be like, while doing the squat or just like here? No, while doing the squat. She was like a super buff bodybuilder chick.
Yeah.
Name was Nicole. Nikki.
Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a question that went out my mind.
I have that effect on people.
Fuck. What was it? God damn it.
So you saw The Nun yesterday.
Yes, I did see The Nun.
What'd you think?
Sucked.
It's crap. I
It
saw
really
The Nun.
was.
I saw The Nun as well yesterday.
It just wasn't.
Not with JC though.
No. It was just. I don't know.
It's stupid.
There was one part that made me jump. That was it.
I had 2 good jumps.
The rest of it was they set up all the scary scenes, so you knew it was coming.
Yes.
Every one of them, they
Yes.
set them up.
Yes.
And
There was no.
And the
there-
nun was in it way too much.
Way too much.
Like she's always there.
I felt like she
somewhere.
was Freddy Krueger of this movie.
Mhm.
Like Freddy Krueger was just always in those movies.
Well, it's just
So
like,
she didn't feel special.
no. No.
Like with Michael Myers movies, he's in it like maybe 10 minutes out of the whole
I guess
movie.
except for the next one.
Oh God, he looks like he's all about it.
I know.
This is his movie
Him versus Jamie Lee Curtis.
again. And I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, "How many times are they gonna remake this movie?" She was like, "This the only one, isn't it?" I was like, "No, it's called Halloween H2O." Where he escapes and she has a little family and she kills him. LL Cool J's in that movie.
And here we are again.
Here we are again.
With just Halloween.
Just Halloween.
Yeah.
I don't understand how many times this guy's going to escape the sane asylum.
I don't know.
Did you see the preview where he's in the middle of the yard, though? They've got it, like, locked down. Like that looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's how they should put crazy people in jail.
Yes.
That's it.
Right there. 100%.
100%.
Did you see the preview for the Social movie? Did they show that one?
Which one? The Assassins?
No, the what is it? The Hate We. So I don't remember.
Oh, it's like a black movie.
Oh, it's white cop kills black dude.
Oh God.
Social unrest.
Oh my God.
Fight for the justice.
Oh God.
The whole I'm sitting in the theater.
When are people gonna realize that the media in Hollywood are trying to start a race war?
It's alleged. I believe, I could be totally wrong on this, but I believe it's allegedly based on a real incident.
Of course it is, loosely.
But it's going to be. It's literally all about the white racist law enforcement versus.
And they're gonna
oppressing black people.
They're gonna make those white cops look like 1960.
In the preview, they do.
We gotta tell them peoples what to do. And it's like, there's nobody sounds like that.
Like it starts off like this little love story, right? The preview starts off like this little love story, and you're like, you got this.
That's sweet.
You got this teenager, and he's a little bit older than this girl, and she's like, I have a boyfriend. He's like, we got all the time in the world, baby. We're meant to, so it's okay. And like they see each other at a party, and then they go hang out in a car, and the next thing you know, then like the dramatic music starts, and you just red and blue lights. And
God!
And as soon as the cop comes, and they're both like putting their hands like way up, like dramatically up on the dashboard, right? And then he walks up. He bends over and he's like, "Get out of the car."
I think I did see some of that. It wasn't at this movie. It was at the last one I went to. I think I saw some of this.
And then the guy's out of the car, and then the female's sitting in the car, and she's like, he starts moving around or whatever, and she's like, "What are you doing? Don't do that! Don't do that!"
Yes, I did see that. He
grabs a brush.
Yes.
And as soon as he turns around, he gets shot. He gets just fucking obliterated.
Yes,
right?
I did see that.
And then it turns into this whole like,
yeah,
and then there's like a riot, and they're like fighting the cops and like all this, and I'm just like, whoa.
I did see that one.
I'm like, how is this this is not helpful.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you see the one?
You're literally making movies that are spinning a fake narrative.
Yeah.
In my opinion, one of the greatest, and I mean greatest in a grand scheme, not in it's actually good, but one of the greatest socially engineered lies that our society has ever had. In this whole, the police are preying on minorities.
Yeah.
And you're going to make movies about this. Well, it's not helpful.
It's not. And I was just watching a documentary for one of my classes, and it was about the history of marijuana.
Yeah.
And the only clips they ever showed, like to talk about, people getting arrested for this, was black cops arresting black people. Like every clip from 1960, where there wasn't even that many fucking black cops.
Yeah, there weren't.
To what is it? I think they stopped showing footage around 2003, like right before Colorado made it legal, where they were arresting people still.
They stopped showing footage when it was convenient to stop showing footage.
But it was just our Hispanics. It was always a minority officer arresting a minority person.
Yeah. And
I was just like, well, that doesn't look very good. I mean, I get where you're going with this, but you mean to tell me that nobody white sold marijuana between 1960 to 2003?
Yeah.
Nobody.
No.
No, it was just a bunch of minorities.
That's it.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible footage. It was just crazy. But no, did you see the feminist movie preview? These girls are one of them's like a transgender, and the rest of them are like some other girls, and they're talking about some perverted stuff, or
they didn't show that at my theater.
Being stupid, and then like someone hacks the whole city and releases all like their nudes and their secrets and all this, and they're like, it was these girls. And so like the town, it's like a modern Salem witch hunt movie.
I've seen the preview on YouTube. I know which movie you're talking about. Yeah.
And these girls are going through, and like everyone's having war with these girls, and they're killing these people in this town. I'm like,
and there's all these misogynistic dudes.
Yeah, it's just straight. I was like, what? It's all it is it's a feminist view on the Salem witch trials.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Right.
And no one even knows is people are gonna look at this movie and be like, that's right, girl power. Straight up.
Well, it's just like this other one with the you know,
Cops
it's essentially the way that they frame the preview, or at least the way that I took it, or that I interpreted it, was essentially it's like it's them versus us.
Cops
you know
are
what I mean?
so bad.
But it's like what's funny is these movies are going to come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to bomb. Nobody's going to watch them.
Oh, probably.
You'll get a certain group of people to watch them.
People may watch the Black Lives Matter one, but no one's going to watch the feminist movie, guaranteed. Another thing that's super funny is like when we're talking about that, like with cops and how they're spinning the narrative. When you watch the Straight Outta Compton movie, and those cops are harassing NWA outside of their studio, and blah blah blah. Well, then like when you hear Dr. Dre and Ice Cube talk about the real story, they're like, no, we shot up someone's car with a paintball gun, and the cops found us, and they were jacking us because we just shot someone's car with a paintball gun. And he was like, they had every right to be giving us the riot act and throwing us around. We just shot at somebody they didn't know it was a fake gun, you know. And he's like, they had and like you hear Dr. Dre and Ice Cube like, dude, they had every right to mess with us. And it's like hindsight's 2020, like, he's got fuck the police, and that's how Fuck the Police came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Fuck the police. It's just like, no, they had every right. They had every right to fuck with us.
It's funny when most people, not all people, but when most people get older, they start like going, God,
I was being an asshole.
I was a douche.
I was a total douche.
Yeah, they actually, now that I see things differently because I've had some life experience.
And I've got money now.
Yeah.
Funny. It's funny. Funny.
Yeah, I was a douchebag. Yeah,
I was.
I did. That cop should have been an asshole
I'm
to
a
me.
billionaire now. You know what? Those cops were absolutely right.
Yeah, they were right.
Now that I sit back in my mansion, I think about things.
I'm glad they did it, actually.
I'm good. They wrote our biggest hit for us. Thank you.
Thank you,
police.
Thanks, police.
Polices. It's funny when you hear Dr. Dre talk. He sounds like such a surfer white dude. But
he doesn't sound like he.
But then he gets on the mic and he's like, "Yo, it's Dre. What up?
Yo, what up?
What up? Straight Outta Compton." But then you hear him talking. He's all well educated.
Okay, so speaking of rap, was Mac Miller like that big of a deal? I'm not.
He was very decent. He was a very like middle of the road rapper. I mean, I've heard some of his stuff. I like some of his songs. But so the whole thing that's going on from what TMZ is reporting is he had a breakup with Ariana Grande. Right. And so he's been into substance abuse heavy. Like there was some footage out that I saw this week where like, he was even talking about his substance abuse problem and like how he was addicted to lean and pills and stuff because he's just a depressed person. Yeah. And he's just like, when I eventually die of this drug overdose, like that shit won't be cool. That should just be sad. And he was like, so, and all these people glorify me because I'm dead now. He was like, but this shit's going to be real tragic for me because I'm dead. Yeah. And I died of a drug overdose. But allegedly he was in a relationship with Ariana Grande for like past few, like year or two. And they broke up because of his substance abuse. And like within the past month, he wrapped his fucking Range Rover around a telephone pole in LA because he was fucked up. He got arrested for another DWI right after that. And then he fucking died. But like he was legit drinking fucking lean. Like one of the videos I saw with him, he was with another rapper, and the other rapper was like, "Hey bro, you might have put too much in that." And he was like, no, that's how I like it. And he's like, no, I'm telling you, that's not the other shit we buy. This is the other shit we get. Like this is the legit shit. And he was like, nah. He's like, no bro, I'm telling you, you need to mix that again because you've mixed way too much into that. And he's like, I'll be straight. And he was like, all right. I'm trying to tell you.
I'll tell you about to die, but...
Yeah. When another fucking rapper who drinks this shit is telling you it's way too much, it's way too much. That'd be like me and you both dipping and I throw in 3 pouches and you're like, hey, bro, that's way too much. No, man, I like my dip. No, bro, I'm telling you, it's way too much. No, man. That's how I like it.
Yeah.
I like going 3 pouches deep. I like where I can't even spit. It forces me to swallow it.
Right. I can't even talk.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, it's sad. It's a drug culture, man. It's a drug culture.
Well, it's
these people are killing themselves because of this stupid shit.
It's I'm not in any way, shape, or form some like high and mighty religious, anything. But I look at that, right? And they're literally promoting a criminal culture. That's what they're promoting.
Yes, like it used to be like about gang culture,
Right?
Like
Gang
blood
life and
yeah.
life on the streets and stuff.
Yeah, and within that, like they would still be like, this shit isn't cool, but this is what I lived through, and they'd be like, this is just all I know. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not cool, but here it is for you in a movie format and a song.
Right.
And you'd be like, okay, yeah, that's cool entertainment. And it didn't make kids, stupid kids, would be like, yeah, fuck yeah, Tupac said, West Side, Blood Gang, I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah, mainly some suburban white kids.
Mainly suburban white kids. But like now they're just like, get fucked up, pop a pill. Yeah, that's right, I'm hella ill. And they're just like, what? Did he say pop a pill? Yeah, fuck yeah, let's pop pills.
Yeah.
There's no, like, this isn't cool at the end of the song.
Right.
And it's really, really sad. And, like, what they don't even realize, or what so many people don't realize, is that cough syrup shit is heroin. Like, you are ingesting heroin, which is one of the worst drugs you can ever be addicted to, because your body literally craves it. Yeah. It's not like nicotine. It's not like cocaine even. It's not even like marijuana. It's... What I didn't even know this is when you put heroin into your body, it turns into morphine in your body. Instantly. It instantly turns into morphine in your body. And that's what goes directly to your brain. And your brain's like, I need more morphine. And in turn, your body says, well, the only way I know to get morphine, bud, is heroin. So let's go do more heroin. And it's so horrible for you. Yeah. Because it makes people have died of heroin withdrawals.
Yeah.
Because your brain, it's your brain that can't take it.
Right.
Your brain is your computer system. Mm-hmm. And when your computer system crashes, your body will die.
Yeah.
And like that's what I don't think any of these kids realize. Like with Xanax and all that shit, like you're getting your brain addicted to this stuff, not your body.
It's just it's wild to me that there's just crazy. Like again, we've talked about it before. I don't care. I mean, if you want to ingest drugs, to me that's a victimless crime.
Do it. I don't care.
And I really don't. That's on you.
That's on you.
That's what I have no interest in it. But if that's what you want to do, awesome. Good for you.
Good for you. It's free country.
But
I just feel bad for those people.
And I even think a lot of the laws are insane when it comes to drugs. But but there is some truth to the fact that there's a lot of them that are not good for you in any way, shape, or form.
Any shape or form.
And to promote that. To encourage people
young
people who are very impressionable, and whether people want to admit it or not, young people especially, are very influenced by pop culture. They're very influenced by the music they listen to, the movies they watch, the things they see on the internet, and they are absorbing this, and they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like when it used to be cool to smoke, right?
Yeah.
When you're like back in the day in high school, it was cool to smoke, right?
It's cool to smoke cigarettes
or dip or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's like that stuff's not cool.
No.
What's cool is fucking taking this bar of Xanax.
Yeah.
And being fucked up all day. or getting addicted to Adderall or getting addicted to...
I didn't even realize until I started working where we work at now how much people take this Xanax shit like to the next level.
Oh, it's Xanax, Adderall, Ritalin. I mean, pills are a big deal. Pills are the most abused narcotic in the country. For sure. No,
hands down. It's just crazy to me. Like, and like you said, like I could care less like if you do it, but like what I actually care about is like, bro, you're actually killing yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're actually have you ever seen that movie Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman?
Yes.
Where he's talking to the kid on the rooftop. He's like, you smoke crack, don't you? He's like, yes, sir. He was like, you're killing your brain. Just jump off the roof then. He's like, I don't want to die. Well, you're killing yourself slowly smoking that shit. Jump, motherfucker. Do it now. And he's like, no, I don't want to die. You're killing your brain cells, son. You're killing your brain cells.
This is your brain.
Yeah, but it's so much deeper than that. On drugs. So much deeper than that when it comes to heroin and shit.
Yeah.
That shit is really killing these kids.
It just it bothers me that there's a whole subculture that promotes it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like nonstop. And it's not even about there's some rappers, I guess probably, that still do like the gang life and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, 6ix9ine. Allegedly.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Oh man,
all of it. It's nuts. I'm becoming an old white fogey.
Oh yeah, we're so old. We're so old.
Like it drives me nuts. Like who was that one rapper that was shot and killed recently?
Oh,
a bunch of X's in front of his name.
X. You just call him X.
Yeah. How do you say it? Do you know how to say it?
X. I used to just call him extension, triple extension.
Is that what it is?
Extension. There's so many different ways to say it.
Like, there's like all these fucking morons out there that were just like R.I.P. and blah blah blah, and just like so.
He raped a woman.
The motherfucker had like fucking 12, I think it was 12 domestic violence cases.
And two rapes.
And like he had a pending like felonies, like he was about to get
felony
fucked
kidnap and felony rape charges.
The guy was a fucking criminal. He's a bad dude.
But he did that emo rap where I just want to die. I just want to kill myself.
Everybody just fucking eats it up.
Eats up with a spoon, because that's how these kids feel now.
But
they're so depressed from having everything.
But they portray him as some fucking, like he was like a hero or something. It's nuts to me, man. It's nuts.
It's nuts.
It's nuts.
It's just like that one rapper I was talking about, 6ix9ine, that pink-haired blood dude. He is on trial for sexually assaulting a juvenile.
Jesus.
And he was like, I didn't know she was 16. Okay. That doesn't make it right, but. And then so, like, they put him on probation. So he pled guilty to that. He was on probation for it.
Right.
And so, like, now they're trying to revoke his parole because he's been doing stupid shit. Well, now he has another case where he sexually assaulted another juvenile.
God. Wow.
And it's like, look, bud. Look, I'm not. Fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah, you're putting legs deep into pedophile territory here, bud.
Oh,
you know,
swimming in the pedophilia.
Is he the one with like the rainbow hair?
Yeah, pink-haired bloods. They're like rainbow-haired bloods.
Oh my god,
they're totally into that. I had one of my.
What is this? You look at like.
Bro, I had one of the students at my school. He was wearing a pink bandana, and I was like, take that off. And he was like, come on. I was like, take it off. Like, I'm not stupid. And like the admin was like, what is that? I was like, there's like a new pink blood thing going around, and that kid is known to be a blood. And I was like, he's just trying to get over. I was like, that's it. I was like, so he's gonna wear a pink bandana, and no one. I was like, what time? I was like, it's 12 o'clock. He's had it on all day because I haven't seen him.
I wonder if like legit OGs from like
they don't mess with it.
Look at that.
They
stuff.
don't mess with it. The ones from, it's a New York thing. It's a East Coast blood thing, and then the West Coast bloods are just like, we don't mess with. They even say we don't mess with that pink blood shit. We're not into that. That's not us over here. We're gonna keep it traditionally red.
But I wonder if these rappers, like, you know, like all these old school rappers, right? They came out in like the heyday, the early 90s and up into the 2000s.
Some of them say that they're just like, that's just their generation of music. You know, people used to look at us and say we were stupid and we were dumb, and it was.
But generation, okay, music's one thing, but they're promoting a gang culture, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they look at that and the shit that they did back in the day, and they're just like,
I mean, those kids would have got their ass whooped back in the day.
This was come to.
Yeah.
This where we're going with this. This the decision was made.
No, yeah, and this is all your fault, Ice Cube. It's all your fault coming straight out of Compton.
Wow.
I mean, you wrote all those songs for us.
Wow.
I blame Ice Cube for everything.
Why him?
Because he created gangster rap. That's all Ice Cube. He wrote all of NWA stuff. He wrote all of Eazy-E's stuff. And they're classic albums. They're classic songs. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", glocking the bitches, slapping the horse. That's Ice Cube. Eazy-E sung it, but it's Ice Cube.
Wow.
Coming straight out of Compton. Crazy. Bleep bleep name Ice Cube. From the gang. Bleep bleep with an attitude.
Wasn't Dre the music and Cube was the
lyrics? Yeah, that was it. And then like Ren would write his own stuff from time to time, but it was just really Ice Cube and MC Ren writing it. Everybody else was just there.
Just there.
Yeah. Eazy was the money. Yella and Dre were the beats, and then MC Ren and Ice Cube were the lyrics. They wrote all the albums.
That's funny.
It is funny. Nowadays you get crucified for that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You let somebody else write your raps? A horrible person.
Fake.
You fake. You ain't live that life. And Ice Cube didn't live that life. He was a 16-year-old kid writing all these raps on the school bus.
Wasn't Dre kind of a nerd?
Dre was a music nerd.
Yeah.
That's it. He just liked music. They're gangster. Gangster, though.
Wasn't Eazy-E, though? He was kind of...
He was a drug dealer.
He was like legit.
He was a legit drug dealer.
Yeah.
That was it. They were all writing about his lifestyle.
That's it.
That's it.
Like, we got a guy.
We got a guy. Yeah, we got a guy.
Yeah, we got a guy.
We got a guy. You want to hear about guns and stuff? We got a guy.
Yeah, we got a guy. We know a dude.
We know a dude. You need
That's
marijuana?
funny.
We got a guy. That's all they were doing back then. It was just pot.
I think it's funny that Ice-T plays cops now.
Oh, cop killer. Blah, 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 blah. But he's like totally against that song now.
Yeah.
Totally against it.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid, like, watching him on the news, and he was like, it's freedom of expression. First Amendment, Second Amendment, all that. I got all the amendments. I was like, wow, Ice-T is so gangster. I'm a pimp. And then he was on SVU, and I was like, what? Ice Cube's not gangster?
No, he's playing a cop now.
Ice-T's not gangster, I mean? He's playing a cop. And he's been playing that role for years now. Forever. I thought he was going to be off last season. Like, I thought he was gone, but nope.
I can't believe that those Law & Order shows.
Bro, I love Law & Order SVU.
They
like,
last
faithfully.
forever.
Last weekend, sat up and watched a marathon.
I stopped watching that show when Stabler was gone.
Nope. Just keep rocking it.
He was my favorite.
Best show ever. Once he left, show got better.
That's not possible.
It's possible.
Fucking this Christopher Maloney, man. He's the man.
Better.
Not possible.
Better.
Don't believe it.
Like with aged wine. Better.
Don't believe it. Speaking of shows, I watched the new Mayans MC.
Stupid.
It was pretty good.
You mean Sons of Anarchy Mexican?
Yep. It was pretty good. Interesting dynamic to the show.
They're going to exploit Mexicans on that show.
Interesting dynamic
I
to
didn't
the
know
show.
Mexicans rode bikes.
A lot of deception in the first episode.
Was there?
Lots.
Is he an undercover agent? That's what I think he is.
So the main character,
The young guy.
spoiler alert, the young guy, when he was younger, he killed a cop.
Okay.
But they haven't revealed how yet he killed that cop.
Okay.
I feel like it's tied into... So here's the thing. So in the original Sons of Anarchy, there was a chief of police. There was like this young fit guy played by Taylor Sheridan.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who Taylor Sheridan is.
Never heard of him.
He's written a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Like the movie Wind River.
Okay.
The new Kevin Costner show Yellowstone.
Okay. Yep.
Like he writes that. He's real big into like
Storytelling.
yeah. But he played the chief of police in the town that Sons of Anarchy was in. I can't remember the name of the town right now.
Okay.
But he gets run over by somebody
Oh.
I think it's a truck.
Okay.
So they do a flashback scene in the first episode of the Mayans, and the young guy, the main character of the Mayans, he's driving this old truck. So I think what's going to come down to is he's the one that killed him, got arrested, went away, but they made it to where basically his brother is part of the Mayans, and the Mayans are running drugs for the cartel, or one of the cartels in that area, and so they made a deal with the young guy to get in with the Mayans and become a member, and then give them information, not to take down the Mayans, but to take down the cartel. It's a DEA.
Yeah.
There's a DEA agent that's kind of his handler and all that. It's got Edward James Olmos in the show. It's pretty good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Oh,
It's
well,
good.
that's good. I think it's stupid. I've never seen one episode of Son of Anarchy, and I won't watch Mayans MC.
Wow.
I won't be part of exploiting Mexicans like that. So, I asked a Hispanic person the other day if the word Mexican was racist. You know what she said? Nope.
Wow. A racist Mexican against their own people.
Wow. She did marry a British man, and her children do speak with an English accent.
All I know is where I'm from in South Texas, if a white person says Mexican,
They're
you better hope you're not alone.
the Mexican or the white person?
The white person. Because it's not going to be a good time.
It's going to be a great time for everybody.
No.
Everybody involved.
Mm-mm.
Whatever.
Nope, not at all.
Such a bum.
That is not true.
It's super true.
No.
Super true.
No.
Did we ever start recording?
Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes ago.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure me and you weren't still shooting the shit. I really, really wanted to make sure about that. I never knew.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Thank God. That'd have been horrible. It's just been horrible.
Just been talking this whole time.
This whole time.
Just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Whole episode's just a conversation.
That's it, people. That's what you get from us.
Well, as we talked about in our interview on Lock and Load Radio, which as of the other day, his episode had 183,000 downloads. Ours did not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I'm starting to get convinced that like everybody hates us.
No, I'm pretty sure everybody does.
Because like
they're not following us on Instagram.
He literally told his hundreds of thousands of followers.
Mm-hmm. It was the Colin Kaepernick thing that did it.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. People just hate you.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, it's clearly what I'm thinking. They hate me too.
Yeah.
They hate us both.
They probably hate you because of me.
No, it's probably
Because
exactly
you're associated with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He told those people to check us out and to listen.
And not one of the 183 people
Not a
did.
goddamn person. His downloads are amazing.
Oh, astronomical.
Ours?
Not so much.
No. So the people failed us.
Yeah. I'm trying to get us some guests, though. I got some things lined up. I'm trying to get us a guest next weekend. And then after that, try to get us a motivational speaker in here. He's got a really good story. I've known this guy for a long time. He just wrote a book. So I've got to get with him. He's on a book tour right now. So I'm going to try to get into his schedule somehow. And trying to get us a nutritionist on here. Somebody that's into nutrition.
Yeah, somebody can tell you're wrong about red meat.
Oh, I'm going to purposely find someone who
Of course you are.
I'm going to purposely
Of course
find
you are.
somebody. But yeah, that's what I think we got lined up. I think for the next 3 or 4 weeks at least. Trying to get some good people.
I'm working on somebody.
Okay.
Big guest.
Big guest.
Like huge.
I'm working on Joe Rogan.
Like huge.
I'm working on Joe Rogan right now.
I don't want to say anything yet.
No, don't say anything. I'm not saying anything about the person I'm trying to get either. One of the people. But yeah.
I'm going to tell you offline.
Yeah, tell me offline.
But I'm not.
Don't tell the people.
Because it may not happen.
No, and then the people are going to be, you said you were going to get so and so. You guys are liars. I'm done with this show. You were done with it from the beginning. Let's be honest with one another.
But I made a connection.
Okay.
With somebody who's works for this person.
Okay.
So
good to go. Talked to someone who was trying to get that football player on here, and he said they just could not clear it through their media people.
What?
Yep. Real talk. Saw him at the football game. He was like, "Yo, my boy wanted me to just tell you, he would, he would have done the favor for me, but they got to clear it through their media people, and they just weren't having it."
What?
That's what I told him. I was like, seriously? He was like, yeah. He even showed me the text. He was like, can't do it. Our media people won't let us do it.
That's effed up.
It is effed up.
It's a podcast.
We'd have had a bit. Imagine if we had that guy.
Oh, that'd have been great.
It'd have been great for this place.
People would love that.
People would love that. And I told him, I was like, I didn't even want to ask him any serious questions. I just honestly wanted to talk to him about his story.
Yeah, that's it.
'Cause he's a great story.
Yeah, I don't want to get into any bullshit.
I don't want to get any bullshit.
I don't want to make him look bad.
Nope, not at all. That's what I told him. And I was like, talk to him again. Tell him this is what we do. Blah, blah, blah. So he says he's going to hit him up. He's going to be at the next football game, so I'll talk to him.
Just tell him nobody listens to the show. They'll never know.
They'll never know he did it.
They'll never know.
They'll never know he did it. And further news, NFL superstar on Street Warrior Radio podcast.
Boy, that's a bunch of bullshit.
A bunch of bullshit.
They're fucking media people.
Media people told him no, couldn't do it. They can only do.
I bet they didn't even research us.
They probably didn't. They told him they can only do sponsored radio shows. So 105.3 The Fan.
So people who sponsored
and ESPN.
So people sponsored them.
Yeah.
Or people that they're
in bed with. People that they're in bed with.
That's a bunch of horse shit.
Because they can control the narrative.
He's a free man. He can do what the fuck he wants.
Obviously not.
A slave to the system.
Slave to the system. God.
NFL.
Yeah. Fuck them. They're dying.
They are.
They're dying.
They really are. They fucked that shit up.
Oh yeah, big time. The ship is sinking.
Yeah,
the ship.
They handled that all wrong.
All wrong. Billions of dollars.
Yep.
Billions of dollars. They're wrong.
Nike fucked up too.
Oh, did they though?
They had it was a massive amount of money they lost.
Their stock went down since that commercial has dropped. Their stock has been down $4, not 4 cents. $4,
which is
since that commercial. That's huge for Nike.
No,
I mean, it's still $80 a share.
We say, you think $4, right? And you're just like, oh, that's not a lot.
Yeah, but imagine that a share.
No. That's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, because it's per share.
Yeah, that's
per
a
shareholder.
lot of money. Yeah, that's a lot of money. It was like billions.
Yeah.
It was like 3-point-something billion.
They'll recoup it.
Oh, they will. Because it's
a game, bro.
Man, people have short memories.
That's it.
But I mean, I don't give a shit what he said. He can say whatever he wants. He can have whatever platform he wants. I don't care.
Yeah, I can give a fuck.
I don't necessarily agree with companies endorsing those platforms because I think companies should probably stay neutral for the most part. But
somebody running that ship believes what he believes.
yeah, I mean that's fine, and that's fine.
Yeah, they gave him the platform.
Yeah, it's also people's right not to buy their products because of that.
Exactly, absolutely,
and they
absolutely,
and they can't get upset.
And they can't get upset. And I haven't heard Nike be upset about it.
Well, it's fine, which is good.
Which is great. Because listen, this is what we believe in. And that's what I kind of respect. Hey, this is what we believe in. This was the platform we gave this guy.
Right.
You don't have to fuck with it.
Yeah.
Cool. Go buy Adidas Reeboks. You don't have to buy our shoe. We're sorry.
Right.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody fucked with us before we got Michael Jordan anyway.
Right.
Go fuck yourselves. Bitches.
Michael Jordan still makes our company, but
exactly,
it's cool.
Yeah. We're not going to lose any money. You know why? Because the new Jordan retros are coming out.
And Jordan ain't going to say anything political.
Shit.
Because he's smarter than that. Because he's smarter than that. He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. Hey, you want to know how I feel? Come fucking meet me at the bar off the record. I'll tell you exactly how the fuck I feel, but I'm making millions off not saying shit.
Yep. God. That's where our society is. It's just.
It's going.
It's going.
It's fucking going.
It's going. It's gone. I did see, although I am 100%, 1,000% sick of seeing all these stupid memes.
It was funny at first.
Some of them were funny.
Now it's just stupid.
I did see one that made me laugh out loud and had to do with firefighters.
What? What did it say? Send it to me.
I'm going to send it to you.
Send it to me.
Hold on. Pretty sure I saved it.
Gosh.
It did make me laugh. I did enjoy it very much. Sorry, firefighters.
You're fine. So, you want me to tell them where to find us?
Maybe you don't have anything else.
I don't have anything else. I felt like I've said everything I needed to say. I feel like we covered everything I wanted to cover, actually. Except me covering you.
Whoa.
In bed.
Wow.
Tucking you in.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Nobody tucks
me in
Saying sweet nothings. Now that I'm single, I don't get tucked in anymore.
Now that I'm single. Oh, you just sent it to me. I was like, who is this sending me an image? I was excited. It's just you.
Just me.
Just you. Oh no. Just snooze it. That's so hateful. I'm gonna post that to our Instagram later.
You should. Please do.
That's horrible.
It's fucking hilarious.
Poor firefighters. They don't deserve that.
They're America's heroes.
They're America's heroes.
Everybody
they really
loves
are.
them.
Everyone loves them.
Everyone.
It's the military, firefighters, nurses.
Yep.
That's it.
And then doctors.
Then doctors.
And then
lawyers.
Probably lawyers. And then plumbers.
Then plumbers.
And then garbage people. And then fast food servers.
Then the cops.
And then the cops.
And then corrections officers.
Yeah.
Nobody fucks with those guys.
No, nobody cares about them.
We're fucking part of the Leo family too. You are corrections and we love you.
Shout out to them corrections people.
Shout out to my corrections officers out there. If it wasn't for you, we'd still have to deal with these people.
Except for people that own and operate private prisons. Fuck them.
Fuck them. I'm all about the county jailers.
So
yeah.
Before we go down that rabbit hole.
Yep, no, we're not doing it. So, where to find us? First of all, go to our website, streetwarriorradio.com. That is the most important thing in the world. I've said this a lot. I don't think you guys realize how much JC put into that fucking website. He put a good month into that website.
And I'm getting ready to change it up.
And then not only did he put 1 month into it, he constantly updates that thing. He's constantly spending time on that website. And you guys aren't even going to it. Because you hate us. That's where you can go do your online shopping, Amazon. Halloween's around the corner. Thanksgiving's around the corner. Christmas is around the corner. I know you motherfuckers are going to be going to Amazon. I know it because I'm there. I'm fucking there. You know where I do my shopping through on Amazon? Street Warrior Radio Podcast. Website page. streetwarriorradio.com. You scroll down, right there, there's a little Amazon link. It's the little Amazon logo. You click it, and it shoots you directly to Amazon. There's no hiccup. There's no nothing. Right? There's no, error, page not found.
And if you're already signed in on your web browser, it goes into your account.
It goes right into your account.
It's just in our storefront.
That's it. Amazon is going to give us a little bit of money to help the podcast go. We're going to be able to get a bigger server.
And that money's only for the podcast.
That money's only for the podcast.
That money is not for our pockets.
No. Trust me, we don't make enough for it to be for our pockets.
No. God, no.
God, no. Jesus Christ, no. I just bought some boots on there, I think.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I did.
What kind of boots you get?
Hayeks.
Never heard of those.
They're the ones that our investigator wears. The man type. They're like tennis shoes. They're really nice. They look comfortable.
Probably
And you don't have to tie the laces.
Probably some knockoff Chinese shit.
No, come on.
What?
Come on.
Whatever. Go ahead.
HIAX. They're not Victos. We're hip and trendy Victos. We look like Converse.
I love my Victos.
I know you do.
They're great.
They look stupid.
No, they don't.
I hate those shoes.
Well, there goes trying to get them as a sponsor. I was working on that.
On you. I like them on everybody else. I just think they look completely stupid on you.
That's because you're being hateful right now.
I like Victos other stuff. I like their tan shoes. I don't like those black ones.
They're great boots.
They look too much. They don't look like they give me enough ankle support.
They give me plenty. And I have weak ankles.
I know. I've crossed you up on the court once, twice.
Oh.
Bloom, bloom. That's a story for another day, and I'm no storyteller. So make sure you go to our website. Also, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
We're not on Snapchat.
Maybe we are.
Are we on Snapchat?
Sometimes I get naked on there.
That's nothing to do.
Street Warrior Radio.
He's not
Put it in
affiliated
put it in the search bar and find us on all social media platforms and follow us. Tag your buddies, tag your other first responders, tag your second responders and firefighters. Just be there for us. We're here for you. JC and me woke up this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning to do this podcast because we're dedicated to y'all, because we care. We want to get this information out. And yeah, sometimes we don't put information out. Sometimes it's just this, where we're shooting the shit and we're talking about our life experiences. But fuck it, we're entertaining you out of the kindness of our own heart. What are you going to do on shift? Drive around, listen to sports radio, listen to the same 100 songs on the radio that you've been listening to? Or can you carve out an hour and 30, hour, 40 hour, 52 hours out of your fucking shift, that's 12 to 10 hours, and give us a shout out? Love us like we love you. I'm coming through your speakers right now, pleading with you. Please. Please. Just follow me on social media. And then tag your buddy. Tell your chief of police to listen to us. He's got chief friends who's got patrol officers. Just listen to us. Please. Please. That's it. That's all I pleaded with them. I begged them like you told me to, JC.
Well, you can also find us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify.
That's where I listen to us at Spotify.
That's where I listen to us on. No, I listen to us on Google Podcasts.
I listen to us on Spotify. And it's really clear. It comes through clear. We sound great. What do you... Let us know what you want. Do you want us to go through somewhere else? We'll go through there. We haven't been on YouTube in a while. Is that what's wrong?
I'm 2 episodes down on YouTube.
We have 55 subscribers. Help us, help you, help us.
55 subscribers.
That's more than most people. Okay?
That's true.
It's more than my own personal
That's
YouTube page had.
That's true.
I'm, you know.
The problem is there's nothing on YouTube other than our audio episodes.
Yeah.
If we actually speaking of that, offline, gotta show you something.
No one wanted to see us eat breakfast tacos this morning.
No, but gotta show you something. Might change our lives. Anyway.
Okay. So yes, find us on all those. Anywhere you can find a podcast, find us there. All right. So we love you, love us, follow us, hit us up on Instagram. Let us know what you think of the show. Bigbo at streetwarriorradio.com, JC at streetwarriorradio.com, and with all that info, Bigbo's out. Salute.
If you want to reach us directly, you can contact us at info@streetwarriorradio.com, or you can contact Bigbo at streetwarriorradio.com.
I just said that.
Did you?
I just said that.
Wow, I was not listening.
I know you weren't.
Wow,
I know you weren't, because you don't listen to anything I say.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, whatever. So I'm reading this question and comment from a listener.
Oh, okay.
That I'm about to share.
Go ahead.
If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's JC_SWR. I don't post a lot of stuff, but I do post occasionally. If you're a fan of the show and you want to learn more about one of its hosts, you can follow me on there. But it's crazy because I'm catching up to our podcast when it comes to followers, which is not good. So Joe, one of our loyal, amazing listeners, right?
Yes.
Of our handful, said the following. First off, I want to say thank you to Bigbo, JC, and a shout out to old BD for your service. And he says he's 23 years old, married with a 10-month-old girl. He's been listening to our podcast since episode 2. And, wow, he's been in a while.
Wow, heck yeah.
He's in his first week of law enforcement training, and listening to you guys has given me a lot of insight and knowledge about law enforcement. The guests you have had on have been great, and looking forward to more of that. Is there any important information on mindset that an officer has to have before he even becomes an officer, and on the job in regards to mindset also? I've already had someone tell me that I am a peace officer, not an enforcer. Any thoughts of that? Keep up the good work, and I love listening. What do you think?
Me?
Yes.
Definitely, mindset is everything. We just talked about this in a meeting we had the other day about mindset. I think everything you should do should be about the mindset of how can this help me in my law enforcement career? How can any of this translate to what I'm doing in my career? Peacekeeper, not a peace enforcer. Don't agree with that, because we are here to enforce the law. You're here to do both. You get a peacekeeper's license to become a police officer. So, like, you got to do both.
Well, you're a peace officer.
Yeah, you're a peace officer, quote unquote, but you're commissioned as a police officer because you're a police officer. That's what everybody grows up wanting to be. No one says I want to be a peace man. They say I want to be a police officer. So with that, you got to realize there's a very thin line. Yes, some calls dictate that I'm just here to keep the peace. Other calls dictate that I'm here to enforce the law, even though I don't agree with it. I may not agree with anything that I have to do right now, but I'm going to do it because it's my job. Just like you go to work and you do whatever you do, and you may not agree with it, you're going to do it because it's what gets you your paycheck.
Took an oath.
Yeah, you took an oath to uphold the Constitution of your state and the Constitution of the United States of America.
So why are those laws there, right?
Yeah.
Those laws are there to be enforced in order to keep the peace.
Exactly.
So therefore, you are an enforcer.
And
that's why it's
while
called,
enforcing, you're keeping the peace.
That's right. That's why it's called law enforcement. So whoever told you that's full of shit,
slap them. No, I'm just joking.
It was my chief. So yeah, I totally disagree with that. That person's not correct.
No.
You have to enforce laws to keep the peace.
Yep.
That's why it's a peace officer.
Yep, exactly, straight up.
So,
yeah, but mindset, man, that's one of the biggest things me and JC are always preaching here. Make sure you keep up with your mindset. Make sure you keep your mind sharp, just like you keep your body sharp, just like you keep your other skills sharp, because without the mind, the body will fail.
That's right. 100%.
100%.
Thank you, Joe. We appreciate it.
Appreciate
you being a listener.
You're the man, Joe.
The man.
Shout out, Joe.
Shout out to Joe.
Shout out my homeboys in Hawaii, too. Catch that wave.
That guy from Hawaii's message, that was pretty funny.
It's hilarious. I'm going to shit myself.
Do you want to read that?
No, don't read that. It was good. I like it. We're going to keep
funny.
that between me and Hawaii.
All right.
Shout out Hawaii, though. Catch that wave. Shout out Barack Obama in Hawaii.
Wow.
Did he move back to Hawaii?
I don't know. I don't know where that guy lives.
No, I don't want to know where he lives.
Give a
Secret
shit.
Service might come creeping up on us.
Don't care what that
Yeah, but shout out my homeboys in Hawaii, though. Catch that wave.
Right.
They get it.
Yeah. So, thank you.
Thank you.
To our men and women of the armed forces. Our warriors out there, towing the line, keeping us safe, fighting the good fight overseas. Thank you for what you do. We appreciate you. None of this could be possible without you. To our first responders, our police, fire, paramedics, our brethren, thank you for what you do. Remember your oath. Do the right thing. To the families of our military and first responders, thank you for what you do. Your sacrifices are noted, and we do appreciate you. Honestly, we couldn't do it without you. And to all the other people out there, our fans, our listeners, our supporters, and everyone else, thank you so much for being who you are and doing the things that you do. It makes the sacrifice and the service worth it. And with that, Street Warrior Radio is out of service.